You guys so much for watching. Today I want to show you a couple of interesting things around the garden. This will be a super short video. So the first thing that I want to show you in the garden today are my nasturtiums. Nasturtiums are planted for beauty, for their structure, but they're also planted as a trap plant, and that means that they can attract pests away from your plants. So here's an example. Now, I don't know exactly what these bugs are, but they are all over all of my nasturtium plants. They kind of look like aphids. I do see some wings on some of them. They have hit just about every single nasturtium in my garden. So let's look at the next nasturtium planting here, and we planted these nasturtiums on video together, you and I. And look at this one. I have never had these pests hit my nasturtium as hard as they have this year. Now I'm glad, because then they're not on other plants, but I have not been able to really ID these. They kind of look like aphids, but also they look, I don't know. I don't really know exactly what they are. If you guys know what they are, leave them in the comment section. But they have pretty much destroyed this entire plant. I'm considering cutting it back or just pulling it out because it looks so bad. The plant is yellowing out. If I do decide to cut it back, I do have some area here that is looking really good, so maybe just trim off the bottom part and give it to the chickens. The chickens love nasturtium, so they'll eat it up. It won't go to waste. And then my nasturtiums over here, you can see that they are beginning to have some issues on them. I can see some yellowing through here. You can see some color issue in the foliage. I'm not sure if that's the pest or if that is something in the soil. This is actually two separate beds, and the nasturtiums have kind of grown together and cut off this path. I'll come in and clean this up a bit, but definitely cutting will probably cut this pest stuff off for sure. And here is my big bed with nasturtium. This is what I call Nebum Mountain here. And I had to move my lemon tree from over here because it was getting covered in the nasturtium. It wasn't able to get very much light. And also I'm hoping for this lemon tree to bloom for me. And in order to do that, it's going to need more light. So I did pull it out, and the nasturtium in this bed does not have the pest issue. It does have some, but it's not as bad as the other beds. So I've got to do a little bit of cleanup over here, but otherwise Nebum Mountain is still looking really good. Here's that lemon tree that I was talking about. I've had this tree about 2 years now. It has not bloomed for me. It's sat in this spot every single year, and I bring it in during the winter. And last year I let the nasturtiums grow all over it, and I did not even try to uncover it. So this year I hope it blooms. We'll see. But it's pretty, it's variegated. I think it might be a Meyer lemon, I'm not sure. We're also at the point of the year where cherry tomatoes are dropping everywhere. They're all in the beds, they're all over the ground. Whenever we get a rain, they just drop everywhere. And I'm trying to collect them as often as possible, but it's not often enough because we've got a lot of waste on the ground. Many of these have been stepped on already, and I'm not going to pick up the squashed ones, but anything that is still, you know, round, I'll take and give to the chickens. I just spotted a tomato that's ripening over here and I want it. Look at this. Ooh, she's pretty. I've been waiting for these tomatoes to ripen. She's perfect. I'm gonna weigh it when I get in the house. I've been weighing the big ones to see how heavy they are. Okay, so we're heading up the hill. I want to show you my Pretoria canna is in bloom. Look how pretty. The color on this is just so gorgeous. So beautiful, with a beautiful plant to match. Pinky Winky Prime is blooming. She's starting to blush. She looks beautiful. This plant right here is called Elephant Head Amaranth. Look at those beautiful bloom spikes. It's so pretty. Amaranth is edible. I've never eaten it from my own harvest of any sort, but I do know that amaranth is edible and it's used for many things. But look at this crazy bloom. It's so pretty. My Legaria are blooming and they look amazing. Look at this one here. This is the bigger plant. Look at all those blooms on it. It's stunning, really. So pretty. And then I shared in a post that my hardy elephant ear I planted last year actually made an appearance. There she is right there. I'm so surprised. She decided to show up at, you know, in August when the season's almost done. I mean, I'm happy to have it, don't get me wrong. It's just, I wish she would have shown her face in spring. I forgot one last thing that I wanted to share with you guys. It is this pond. Now, if you've been watching this summer, you saw me put in these pond plants. I've got 2 different plants in here and they have just like exploded with growth. I wasn't expecting it to grow this incredibly fast, but they're putting out babies after babies after babies. So we've got this type of pond plant and then this other type, and I'll put the names on the screen. But yeah, they're going crazy. I am gonna bring them in for winter since they don't overwinter. I'm gonna get another tub just like the one that they're in and put it in my basement and bring the plants in and keep them all winter long. It looks really cool. Like I cannot wait for the day I can have a huge pond of my own and I'm gonna fill it with so many things. All right guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I told you it would be really short. I just wanted to show you guys some fun things going on in the garden right now. And let me know if you guys have any questions and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.